Joel and I are both from Chicago, and we grew up really only 6 blocks from each other. So we came from similar neighborhoods, and my parents and Joel's parents were always active in charitable work. And so it was very natural for Joel and I to pick that up. Very early into our marriage, Joel had a client who had given a gift to Technion, and he was invited to a meeting. And from there, we got involved in the local young couples group, and that became our major charitable organization. Joel had just been asked to serve on the estate planning committee for the national board, and I had just recently given birth to Michael. The board meeting was in Washington, D.C. When we brought Michael to the meeting, the first thing they did was give us a sign we put in his stroller so everyone would know who he was. And everyone was so welcoming, especially the Chicago members who knew us well. Both Ben and Leonard became the official grandparents. It warmed our hearts, and I think it warmed the hearts of all the people at the meeting. Just before Michael's bar mitzvah, we decided to take the boys to Israel. One of the things that was arranged was a tour of the Technion, and also because the boys were young, we thought they would really enjoy the Science Museum, which is the original campus of the Technion. Ben, in high school, was very excited to participate in the Technion SciTech program. Both boys have very strong interest in science and technology, and I think a lot of that does come from their interactions with Technion.
We are kind of a cradle of presidents here in Chicago. I was very, very fortunate. When I became president, it was almost a golden age. Joel came into the presidency during one of the worst recessions we've had since the Great Depression, and he was courageous, compassionate, and he showed the kind of leadership that we needed to get through that very difficult time.
During his presidency, there are so many good memories. Actually, one of the most memorable, we were invited to attend the Staff Institute, and to see the amount of camaraderie and excitement was just very exciting. One of the other great experiences was the Chicago mission. It was all the local people, and it was very moving for both Joel and I to be on that mission.
You know, people use this word mensch all the time, but Joel really is. He's a person who's totally devoted and dedicated to the American Technion Society, and that not only goes for Joel, but that goes for his wife Jeri, and for the boys Michael and Ben.
Over the years, I've come to know many of what I call Technion couples. And although my academic background is in psychology, I can tell you that they are not always easy to figure out. This is not the case with Joel and Jeri. Their love, affection, and respect for each other is obvious. They are full partners in the best and truest sense.
We knew we wanted to do something in memory of both of our parents, and to sponsor an apartment that a young graduate student could enter into the world and do their science. This seemed to be a good fit. It's been a very important part of our life. I think it's brought Joel and I closer together. We've had all these wonderful friendships and trips through Technion, and I don't think our life would have been the same without it. It's just been a marvelous experience for both of us.
The Technion has been an important part of our lives for over 3 decades. Throughout this time, we have truly felt a part of a larger Technion family who lovingly share the common values which this wonderful university represents.